Argentinian defense.
Already. Kanji. Rodriguez. Ndoye. Runs away from Paredes, but then picks up again, and Alvarez has it, and Argentina have a free kick. It looked like Granit Xhaka is going to receive a yellow card, but he will be slightly nervous of the repercussions of that challenge on Rodrigo de Paul, because one yellow card would rule him out of a potential semi-final.
Yes, he knew exactly what he was doing. He just mistimed the challenge. There wasn't any intent to injure de Paul. Just saw a little run by Ndoye going inside that time. Bellini has to keep an eye, and Romero's going to need to cover at times.
Already something on it, and now without Alvarez close to him, be a bit more assured with his touch to Zakaria. Without the pressure of Alvarez, scampering around out there, the Argentina number 9. See more than their fair portion of the ball here, Switzerland. Ndoye had to reach to get there. The chest is so. Quite slipped in by Reader, and Bolo was on his bike ready to go. Alvarez, pitched by Freuler, back it goes to... He will continue his bombarding run as well. McAllister, taken back by Switzerland. Rodriguez asking too much of Ndoye, but Ndoye has got away from de Paul here. Forward towards Embolo. Martinez comes out. Over went Embolo, but the Portuguese official was in a very good place to say no free kick, but Ndoye takes it back, but illegally, and now it is an Argentina free kick.
Well, at first glance, this looks like a wonderful save. He knows he's going to collide. You see Embolo making that run, splitting the defenders. It's a mistake initially by Alessandro Martinez. Misses the ball, and this is really brave goalkeeping by Andy Martinez. You know you're going to take one on the shins or the foot, or the leg, or in the head, but you got to go down. Switzerland are showing signs.
Martinez of Aston Villa, but there is plenty of speculation bubbling away about his future and a possible move to Italian side Juventus. Kanji, who turns 31 on the day of the World Cup final, which is now just 8 days away. Valverde. Xhaka. So. Zakaria. So again, who has found an eye for goal this season with his club side Sevilla in Spain. Still waiting for his first ever Swiss international goal. Right at the base of that Switzerland midfield, that is where you will find him almost always. Ndoye back to the tempo setter, Xhaka. Lifted forward looking for Ndoye again, and the intervention needed from Molina.
Yeah, it's on this left-hand side for Switzerland again. Ndoye, even Lionel Messi was coming back that time to defend. Perhaps Murat Yakin's thinking the inclusion of Vargas in the second half, if it stays 1-0, he's got similar pace to that of Ndoye.
Xavi and Reader then to try and initiate the Swiss response. Now Reader's won the free kick. Whereas perhaps not wholly comfortable trying to do defensive duties like that.
Well, I think the shot was louder than the foul, but the referee did get it correct. Again, in a dangerous area.
Freuler, alongside Fabian Rieder there. Very big player for Bologna this season, Freuler. 9 years now as part of this Switzerland national team. Freuler leaves it. Rieder spins it in, and Martinez's punch has some purpose on it. Paredes, who is penalised for doing what Leandro Paredes loves to do.
And it was a foul, kicked him right from behind onto his Achilles.
It was his tackle actually right at the end of that Egypt game with the scoreline at 2-2 that ultimately instigated the Argentina win, because 1 minute and 34 seconds later they did go and win the game through Enzo Fernandez. He broke up certainly a 2-on-1, maybe even a 3-on-1 situation with that Egypt attack. Cross floats behind. Could become only the second coach in history, Lionel Scaloni, to win the FIFA Men's World Cup in consecutive tournaments. The only person in that very exclusive club right now is the Italian Vittorio Pozzo, whose record has stood almost 100 years, having won it twice with Italy in 1934 and again in 1938. Around Kansas City for the past few days, and you cannot turn a street corner without seeing the light blue and white of Argentina.
And how many Switzerland shirts I've seen? A lot of the blue and white, that's for sure.
I don't think I've seen a single shirt without the number 10 on the back either. Looking for that ball towards Ndoye again, it was too high for him that time.
Right thinking, wrong execution. You want to get the ball to Ndoye's feet as much as possible. He's the one who's been causing Argentina any problems for Switzerland.
had an attempt on goal for either team for the past 18 minutes now. Switzerland continuing to probe though. Algeria in the round of 32, Colombia in the round of 16. They lost their previous 7 knockout matches. First time that Switzerland have ever won successive knockout games at the World Cup. Korea trying to burst his way through and has run into Tagliafico, run into trouble with the Portuguese official because of it.
And when you have a player facing his own goal, there's no need to foul behind. You can put the pressure on without pushing. The moment you do push out your arm or put any pressure on the defender, they fall over. Let's say 9 times out of 10, the referees call a foul.
Sway of red on the match momentum. 20 minutes so far tonight in Kansas City.
And one thing to note, the referee is starting to become a bit annoyed at time wasting. Argentina's throw-ins. He was giving Emi Martinez an earful moments ago.
And Martinez together, and the decision has gone the way of the Swiss forward. Had his big chance in front of goal tonight, bar that opportunity that was snuffed out by Emi Martinez. But you know that he may very well take it when it comes along.
Absolutely right. The link-up play with Ndoye, and I'm sure Murat Yakin will hope that so on the right-hand side, and Reader will also help him.
That's Mbolo giving the ball away. And this is Messi. Alvarez couldn't reach it, and back it goes just from Makanji to goalkeeper Korbel.
It was a loose touch by Mbolo, but he did the next best thing. He tracked all the way back to the top of his box to help with the defending. You don't see every striker doing that.
Xhaka, who was talking this week about it being a different Switzerland in 2026 with a different mentality. Freuler, Rodriguez, one of the old brigades. Perhaps challenged by Paredes outside the penalty area.
Yeah, just absolutely not needed. And this is in the most dangerous position of any free kick that Switzerland's had. Best option would have been to stay on his feet.
It's one of the faces of NFL. Certainly around here. So is there about to be a moment for the door to open for Switzerland just before half-time?
Much more difficult for goalkeepers to deal with in-swinging service from this sort of position. Very difficult to come out and get the ball.
All in red inside Emi Martinez's 6-yard box. That's where Freuler has sent it, but he's put too much power on it.
That is a missed opportunity. This is in a wonderful position for Switzerland. Difficult for defenders and goalkeepers, just gets under the ball too much.
Assist tonight, Argentina's lead. Actually, strangely enough, it's a second assist of the World Cup for Lionel Messi, but prior to that, no Argentina player had gone beyond a single assist at this tournament. Paredes set to ground by Mbolo, who is Not too happy perhaps with the perceived theatrics of the Argentinian. We shall see how much contact there was. Here's the booking.
Paredes dishes out as much as he can take.
First yellow card of the evening goes to Mbolo of Switzerland.
And it is, he did catch him, it was the follow through. That could be a little payback for a couple of knocks that he's probably received from Paredes.
Paredes payback, I'm sure that is a line that's been talked about in the dressing rooms of various teams before. Feel that is a bit of a waste, and we are 30 seconds away from finding out how long is to be added on at the end of this first half, and it is still a slender Argentina lead provided by Alexis McAllister. Mbolo is fighting for all he's worth.
He's won the yellow card. He's getting annoyed at the holding. They're wrapping two arms around Mbolo almost every time he's getting the ball. There you see Lisandro Martinez holding onto his arm.
So he moved that quickly, and then Doyle was offside because of that. 4 additional minutes at the end of the 45.
I like the forward run. I like the thought on it. Just missed time pass, drifted offside by a yard.
First time at this stadium tonight for Switzerland. They've had the fortune of being actually in the same city for the past 3 games, which have all been in Vancouver. LA and San Fran before that, so the Swiss have solely been on the west coast of the United States and Canada. Training camp in San Diego as well, so very different climate tonight. Just enough on it to locate Zakaria. He's penalised.
Well, I'm not sure what that was for. Maybe he thought he threw a shoulder in, but the referee has been very good so far in this first half. If that's the only thing he gets wrong in the game, then I think people would forgive him for that.
Leandro Paredes, who is back at Boca Juniors now for his second spell, but he's been with PSG and Roma and Juventus on his mightily impressive footballing journey. Gets it back again from that free kick. So has caught Tagliafico, so Argentina will have another set, and just edged them a little closer to danger from a Swiss perspective.
Yeah, this was a little bit unlucky. He had his eyes on the ball. Tagliafico did a very smart thing and got his foot in between the ball and the player.
Many of the Argentinian fans around us here are on their feet, waving the blue and white scarves as Messi and Argentina go in search of another goal before half-time. This is De Paul, Molina, Christian Romero. Just assessing the scene. flick it on towards DePaul. Clears to Switzerland. Back by Martinez, the aerial route. Win by Ndoye. That was really brave because he would have sensed the hit was coming. And it came with some force too.
Ndoye wins the ball. It's very late by Molina. That was hurt because right after you had the ball, your body relaxes just a little bit, and that's when the hit came.
Difference maker so far, Alexis McAllister. Argentina very close to having a half-time lead, courtesy of him. And indeed they do. First goal of this World Cup for Alexis McAllister, but yet another goal involvement for Lionel Messi from the corner to deliver it perfectly onto the head.